Well, good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office. Today is Wednesday. It's the 26th day of April, 2023. And boy, what a beautiful morning we have underway here for the morning briefing. A lot of sunshine through the area, and today it's going to be a warm day. A lot of valley spots will be close to 90 for the first time this year. And for those of you in the valley that don't do 90 today, probably will tomorrow. The next couple of days, we are going to heat things up. But a couple of things we're going to be talking about today is, one, the warm weather, when that's going to change, including the chances of rain and snow down the road. I'll show you when that's going to get here. And we'll also talk a little bit about the snow melt and have an update on Yosemite as well. Yesterday, I was showing you the river forecast for the Merced River in Yosemite, and now we understand there is going to be a closure starting on Friday night. So let's get to what's happening this morning. Beautiful image this morning. And as you can see, an extensive marine layer along the coast. The valley is clear. We have the snowpack in the Sierra, a couple of high, thin clouds going by to the north. But it is the marine layer that is a certain indication that we are into some warmer weather. Not much inland penetration of it, meaning that this layer is relatively thin and not much of an onshore push right now. But it is the presence of a marine layer, and down the road, the possibility of getting more of the onshore push that will start to impact our weather like we often see during our warm season. You get the marine layer, you get the onshore push, and you cool off the Central Valley. So let's talk a little bit about Yosemite. So this came out yesterday in the noon hour that Yosemite was going to close on Friday night, but it's not the entire valley. This is actually a map of the area that is closed, and if you're having a tough time reading it, so this is where the Ahwahnee is, the Yosemite Village is in here, and for those of you familiar with Yosemite, the area that's closed starts with what they call the El Capitan crossover. So in other words, Southside Drive is open to a certain point, but you can do the turnaround to get back to Northside Drive, and El Capitan is right in here, and so that means that areas like Valley View and Tunnel View are still open, and the area like Brattleville Falls is right in here. So these areas are still open, but Up Valley is all closed. And it's because the Merced River runs right down through here, and the water is going to start getting into the meadows around there. So let me show you this is the latest forecast from the River Forecast Center. And as I discussed before, this black line, that's where the river is now, and then you can see the daily rise and fall. And what the folks at Yosemite say is they close it whenever it gets to 10 feet. Whenever this gets to flood stage, they close parts of the valley, and that's what's going to happen. So this is Friday, and then this is Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So you can see that it will be above flood stage, at least for a good part of the time. Now, the reason there is the fluctuation here from, let's say, that's 9.4 feet to 11.3 feet. So you're seeing almost a 2-foot swing in the river from the afternoon hours to the morning hours. There's a bit of a lag in the snow melt. Of course, you get a lot of snow melt during the afternoon. There's a bit of a lag, and that's how you get the peak during the nighttime hours. However, it isn't just the Merced River. Let's take a look at a couple of the other spots that are going to be rising to flood stage here. And just give me here. There we go. So any place you see these red dots, like right here, this is the Carson River, the west fork of the Carson River. That's going to flood stage, as well as the east fork of the Carson River, also going to flood stage this weekend. And that'll impact areas like Gardnerville, Minden. This may even impact areas along Highway 395 north of Minden. So for those of you that are in the drainage of the Carson River, we are likely going to be seeing some flooding by the end of the weekend or early next week. Farther to the north, it's interesting, the Truckee River, really no real impact. We call up the Truckee River full here. And here's where monitor stage is. This is flood stage. And as you can see, yes, there's snow melt, and you have these incremental rises, but the Truckee River will not be having any issues at all. Let's talk about temperatures. I'm going to show you the HRRR. Now, again, I'll use this just kind of as a guide to show you what the max temperatures today could be. And a couple things to point out. As I scroll over this in the valley, you'll see the highs, and these are 5 o'clock temperatures. So let's just say these are the high temperatures. Most spots come in around 85 to 87. There's a 90 there. But you'll also notice that toward the coast, there isn't much in the way of cooling. And even into the foothills along Highway 49, temperatures are also into the low 80s. So that's what we have today. So just use that as reference, and then let's go ahead to 5 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. And Thursday afternoon does look as though it's going to be warmer. As I scroll over this in the valley, you see more 92s, 3s, and 4s pop up. But also along the coast, you don't see much in the way of cool air either. And in the foothills, you see more like 85s, 86s. So what I want you to pay attention to is that while today is going to be warm with temperatures in the valley maybe getting to 90 degrees, tomorrow and Friday, they're going to go up that next little bit. So we could see temperatures in the range of the low to mid 90s as we head into Thursday, Friday, and maybe into Saturday. So it's beyond that we'll start to see some changes. And for that, I'm going to go to the GFS, and I'm just going to show you the surface map here. This is, I go back to Saturday afternoon. So this is Saturday at 5 o'clock. The gradient here is still pretty flat. There may be a light onshore breeze on Saturday. But let's watch what happens when we get into the day on Sunday. This is Sunday evening. Look at the onshore gradient here. And by that, what I'm looking at here are the black lines. These are isobars. The flow generally goes perpendicular to these, and the more of these that are stacked up, the stronger the wind is. So as we get into Sunday afternoon, I showed you the marine layer. If we have marine layer and a strong onshore flow, that begins the cooling. Sunday will still be a warm day. I think valley temperatures will be in the 80s, but maybe low to mid 80s. And then as we head into the day on Monday, we not only have the onshore flow, a little low comes down, there's some showers to the north. It looks as though there could be some showers in the valley as well as snow on Monday night and into the day on Tuesday. This is Tuesday afternoon, some light rain in the valley, snow in the Sierra, probably down to about 6,000 feet. And we could be seeing enough that there could even be chain controls. And the cool air hangs around into the day on Monday. And I think we're going to be talking about highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. So while we are going to be seeing temperatures up around 90 or higher over the next few days in the valley, next week we could see highs in the 60s. And I've heard a lot of people just say, oh, this is crazy, this is crazy. No, this is spring. This is the way it goes. You get a little preview of the warmer weather and a little reminder that we're not quite done with the colder weather yet. That's the way spring goes around Northern California as well as other parts of the country too. So that's everything I've got for you today on this Wednesday morning. It's going to be a bright and sunny and warm day, not all the wind that some spots had yesterday. So let's see. I will be on KCRA at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11 tonight. And no Facebook tonight. There'll be a Facebook tomorrow night. And yeah, that's all I've got. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you later.